And welcome back, softball fans. Game 3 of the day, game 3 of 9 over the weekend. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports. Delighted to be here at the Quitman Tournament, brought to you by DHT Specialties LLC, Pardue Builders Supply, Paradise Funeral Home, and Rachel Shively, clerk of court. Couldn't do any of this without him. Of course, my right-hand man, Nick Monroe, is in the house. Our gal, Zoe Fitz, is here taking pictures, and she got some good ones tonight, I promise you, and not done yet, even though the temperature has cooled off a tad bit out there. Not at all what it was. In the morning, it's going to be worse, but she is joining us tonight, and so you'll get an eye on the pictures sometime tomorrow, the next day, or the next day, one of those days, but you'll be impressed. Make sure you go check out Zoe Fitz Photography on Facebook for all of that. Let's take a look at our Jerry Lee and Company starting lineups. First, for West Monroe, the Lady Rebels, Parker Burford will lead off. She'll play first base. Bella Costello will be behind the dish. Evie West in the circle. And we'll get an idea on who is home and who is visitors for you momentarily. They had to flip to do that, and we'll change if we need to. Ava West will bat fourth and play shortstop. Madison Chisholm is a designated player batting fifth. And West Monroe is going to take the field, so they will be home. Chapelle now will be the home. Will be the visitor in this one. The Chips are there, and West Monroe. Let's change them around, and we're multitasking a little bit, so I should really look at how we're spelling things. And there you go. We'll have that done for you. Back to our starting lineup. Chloe Massey will play third base. She wears number 2 and bats sixth. Brooklyn Pate will bat seventh, wearing number 18. She'll play right field. Florentine, I'll get that first name on there for you. 22 is Florentine. Bree Norrell is the center fielder. She wears 34 and bats eighth. And Addison Sullivan is the flex tonight. She will play left field. Let's take a look at the starting lineup now for the visitors in this one, and they are the number 1 ranked team in Select Division 1 in the state of Louisiana. Taylor Allen will lead things off. She'll play center field, wear number 32. Cam DiMaggio, the shortstop, wears 55. Mia Impostado, the first baseman, she's a real good one, wears number 13. Liv Nevels will be in the circle tonight. We've been waiting to see Liv. Kelsey Schmidt, the right fielder, bats fifth. Bailey Hammer, second baseman, wears number 8 and bat 6. Ava Martinez, the designated player. Addie Roban there at third base will bat 8th. And Abby Capella is behind the dish. First pitch was set for 8 o'clock. It's 8:05. And Evie West delivers the first one, and it is lifted high and back and off the base of the wall, hustling around with a lead-off first pitch double. How about that? It's Taylor Allen flying around the bases. Let's see how our wind cam is doing. It is non-functioning. Looks like it may have fallen. We don't know, but we won't have that one anymore tonight. The wind has got to that one. That one off the plate in ball 1. Cam DiMaggio steps in. Shortstop wears number 55. Our first look at the Chips. Thought it was dark out there, but it's just the tinted window that I'm behind. It's actually pretty bright out on the field. First pitch double by Allen has her at second base. West pumps that fastball in there. The 1-2 pitch coming off the plate. It evens things up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Allen, DiMaggio, Impostado, and Nevels and Schmidt due up here. What a well-rounded lineup this is. This is a battle between two teams that will go a long way in both of their divisions. West Monroe is out of the non-select division. District 2-5A is where the Lady Rebels reside. That one off the plate, and we had our count a little bit wrong, but runners at first and second. begin the 2026 Quitman Tournament, brought to you by DHT Specialties. You see all of our sponsors rotating around in that top corner. This will bring Mia Impostado to the plate. Boy, everything that we've heard about her, we're looking forward to seeing tonight. Hard-hitting first baseman for Coach O'Brien. We visited with Coach O'Brien at the first of the season, and he was a great interview, great to talk to. West fires this one along. Impostado over to third. It'll move the runners over, but that is out number one. So does a job, hits behind the runners and gets them to move ahead. And Liv Nevels, the pitcher, will try to help her own cause here with one down in the top of the first. Chapelle out of that North Shore area. Big shout out to our buddy Mike McMillan, the North Shore Prep Report. Evie rocks back and fires this one. And these couldn't be more differently located teams across the state. West Monroe West Monroe. Chapelle down at the North Shore, and that one is a ground ball over to shortstop. West has it. Ava fires across. That will get the first run across, though. A couple of ground ball outs puts Chapelle on the board at first, and it's 1-0. So Nevels give her the RBI ground out, and Kelsey Schmidt will step in. That one pounds the strike zone for strike one. High flying ball to center field. Going to be caught there, and that will retire the side, but not before one run comes across. Liv Nevels ground out to third base, scores a run. It is 1-0. Due up in the bottom of the first for Coach West and West Monroe. Let's get over to where that one's at now. Thanks to Coach getting that in. It is Burford, Costello, and West, Evie West. When we come back. Chips are finishing up their warm-ups. They lead this one 1-0. Allen with a base hit. Comes around to score there. A walk to DiMaggio. Ground out by Impostado and a ground out RBI by Nevels. And the Chips are up 1-0 here. Due up for West Monroe. We told you Burford, Costello, and Evie West. As this first one is in there, swung on and strike one. Ground ball over, picked up and gathered in, and that is out number one. Our first look tonight at Liv Nevels. Did a good job fielding her position there. Of course, she leads this charge for Chapelle there in the circle. Throws that fastball really well. It misses off of the plate there, but I like the velocity that it has on it. We are in the bottom of the first here. Ground ball over to short, gathered in on the hop and flown over. But gathered there, my goodness, the play there. It looked like that was going a foot over the head of Impostado, but she was able to grab that one, and my goodness, out number 2. I mean, that ball was flat flyered across from DiMaggio. And quickly 2 up and 2 down here for West Monroe. This is the hard-hitting Evie West. We saw her hit one up at Calvary against Bentonville that must have went 275. She flat crushed it. Ball and a strike to Evie. Evie, the sophomore pitcher for West Monroe. Sister Ava plays and bats next. She is on deck. Ava, the junior, Evie, the sophomore. Neville's quickly with 2 up and 2 down. Fires to a very dangerous hitter. That one is going to be between short and third, between DiMaggio and Roban, and it will be an infield single for Evie West. Ground ball didn't make it out of the infield, but, well, I'm telling you, she put it exactly where it needed to be, and that is a base hit for Evie West. And Ava will stand in. Ava, the junior Georgia commit. Ground ball back to Liv. Liv's going to go over to first with it, and that'll do it. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on after 1 complete. It is Chapelle 1, West Monroe 0. We head to the top of the second when we return. Back to work we go here in the top half of the second inning. Hammer, Martinez, and Roban. I don't know. I've called it both ways, so I've not been told. We may stick with Roban on that. If I'm going to err, I want to err on the side of I'm not making something up on it. Swung on and missed. Evie West back in the circle, fires that one in for strike 1. Evie just gets stronger as she goes. Again, we saw her pitch in that game against Bentonville up at Calvary a couple of weeks ago. Misses off the plate, a ball and a strike. Very efficient inning for Neville's in the first inning. She throws 9 pitches, 6 of those in the zone for strikes. That one ground towards third base and over there foul. Chips manufactured a run back in the first, no doubt about it. A couple of ground outs. Got the run in, moved the runner over, and then got a runner in. West fires that one. It is fouled straight down. Rolls back towards below the catcher. And they'll get that one back in. They'll repeat the 1-ball, 2-strike count. Costello readies it there. Ground ball over to Ava. Ava fires across to first, and in time, Burford's got it, and they'll pay Costello off for hustling down, get her in the throw around. And that's 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the second. Full slate of games for you tomorrow, starting at 9 o'clock. Game scheduled for 9, 11, 1, 3, 5, and 7, 6 on tap for tomorrow. We'll see Gina and Kiet Cooper go against Darbone Woods tomorrow night at 7. Calvary and a couple of them, Hahnville and a couple of more. They play at 9 and 11, do Hahnville, and so we'll see them both here. We'll see Chapelle again. The Chapelle and Calvary game is going to be a good one. All of these games have been good ones. Hats off to Justin Dodson and Quitman and what they put together here. And a beautiful spot for it at the Jackson Parish Recreation Department. Evie West fires this one in. Took something off of it, and it's popped up foul and down the line. And caught. Let's see. No. Fly out there, yeah. So it was down the line and out, and that's 2 outs. That one ground over to third with is gathered up by Massey across the diamond. She goes, and that will retire the side. So 3 up and 3 down. We quickly move to the bottom of the second. Due up for West Monroe in the bottom half of the second is Chisholm, Massey, and Pate when we return. And we're back here getting ready for the bottom half of the second. Due up Chisholm, Massey, and Pate for West Monroe. Neville's 9 pitches in the first inning. That one hammered deep down the line and foul. Long out, long strike there. Bottom of the second we play. Again, late on that Neville's offering. Madison Chisholm, the designated player here in this one. Down 0-2. Neville's is just getting after the strike zone here. She rocks back and fires this one. Took a little something off of that. Out to second base it goes and around to first, and that will be 1 up and 1 down. Chloe Massey will step in. Don't forget, we will be naming our LV5K Player of the Game out of this one. We'll do it with each and every game that we do. Also, it is Home Runs for Hope. 446 Sports has pledged $10 per home run that has been hit. 6 of them have went out of this field alone in the 3 games that we have played so far. Good-looking pitches in there from Neville's, and we'll catch you up on the scoreboard. It is Neville's rocks back and fires this one. Ground ball to shortstop. It's going to be gathered in. Across they go. Very fundamentally sound, and you see why the Chips are ranked up at the top of Division one select and have been mainstays down at Thrash the last, I don't know, plenty of years. And that will get Brooklyn Payton up there. Watches that changeup go across the outer corner. And that's just tough when you start off with that outside off speed. You're looking fastball in, middle, something there, and you get that off speed away. And that is where Neville's has been working, and that is where she is getting responses. It's 0-2 quickly to Pate. Stays there again, swung on and missed, and down on strikes, and that is a Sabine State Bank strikeout. 3 up and 3 down, nothing across. Bottom of the second is completed. After 2 complete, Chapelle leads it 1-0 when we come back. Abby Chapelle to lead things off for the Chips here. First time that we have seen the Chapelle catcher as she stands in out of the 9 spot. That one up and out of the zone there for ball 1. Boy, Evie works so fast. She just, when you see a pitcher that is in control like she is, she wants the ball back, she wants to get in there, and she wants to go back at it again. She'll rock back, but as soon as she steps up on the rubber, she's set to fire in there. You better be ready to go as a hitter. Chapelle stands in, lifts that one weakly foul, going after it there, but not having an opportunity at it, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Chapelle will hustle back down. Again, Chapelle, Allen, and DiMaggio do up here. Evie rocks back in that one. Kind of a jam shot. Cross the diamond up, and good first base play on both sides of it. And that is quickly 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. This is exactly the pitcher's duel that we thought we would see in this ball game. We're already in the 3rd inning here. Back to the top of the order, and Allen, who has a base hit and has scored a run today. She scored the only run in this one, as a matter of fact, back early on. That first inning base hit, and then the one that you saw Chapelle just manufacturing that one. That one up and out of the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. Taylor Allen, center fielder for Coach O'Brien and the Chips. Three balls and a strike following that one right down the middle there. The 3-0 take on from Allen. Evie rocks back and delivers here. That one is lifted out, and that's her second base hit there. Pulled it well, and that's just being on top of a good fastball, and she turned it around for her second hit of the night, and this is where this Chapelle team likes to turn around and try to manufacture one. Cam DiMaggio will step in. She walked in her first plate appearance back in the first inning. Up and out of there with that one is ball one. We go over and talk about this. I think everybody's talking about it following the 1-0 pitch. That's an interesting time to gather in and talk about things. But the more and more I see the wind blowing and I see people with blankets and sleeves, I'm rethinking the shorts and the short sleeves as it appears like it has cooled off quite a bit outside. Forget we will name our LV5K player of the game following this one. We have had two of them tonight. Settle back in now. 1 ball and no strikes. Evie West facing Cam DiMaggio. Ground ball foul into the dugout area is where it is, and it's a ball and a strike. Well, you see the big American flag in that screen. Howdy's just blowing dead out to center field. That one lifted down the right field side, drifting back, but going to have it, and they'll get that ball back in. Just not being able to put together good swings. You know, you saw in that previous game, we've had a few home runs in this, but neither of these two teams have really been able to barrel anything up. Off and running, sliding in safely. That's a good-looking stolen base, and that will get Allen down to second base. This is Mia Impostado. She had a ground ball that advanced a runner. Won't be able to do that this time. That one misses off the plate, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. I think that might have crossed up the catcher. She was looking outside, and that good fastball, which was a great fastball that came right down the middle. 2 balls and a strike. But I don't think anybody was ready for that one. Sets up again outside, and they are working Mia away. You want to think that she's not going to be able to pull anything there. She's going to have to hit something with authority to the left side of the field, but there's a lot of room between left and center field for her to work. Evie rocks back, takes something off of it, and that is poked in between third base coach's box and third base. Again, we will be back for the 9 o'clock game in the morning and all day long. 6 good ones for you tomorrow, and we'll look at it after the next half inning and tell you who all's coming up tomorrow. Down on strike she goes. That is a Sabine State Bank strikeout for Evie West, and that will do it for the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third in this one, 1-0. Chips still leading it when we return. Back to work we go here. Florentine, Norrell, and Burford do up here in this one. And I swear they've got this Bitty Florentine, B-I-T-T-Y. So, I don't know. But that's what it looks like. Maybe a nickname there, and there you have it. But Florentine is it. She'll lead things off here. That one misses. And it's ball one. It's 8-9-1 here in the bottom of the third. 2 balls, no strikes here. You see that on our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. 1-0. Chapelle leads this. Really the first time she's missed with that pitch today has Neville's. That had been there through the first couple innings. Throws it right back, and that's a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff hitting Florentine. Gonna bring up Aubrey Norrell, N-O-R-L. Hits the ball well from that 9 spot. Good work from Capella behind the dish to keep that in check. First pitch into Norrell is a strike. It's gotten quiet out there. I think still games going on all of the fields. A little bunt is there. Going to have to come off and field that. Will Neville's, she'll take it herself and get the out, but Norrell does get Florentine advanced over to second base. A 1-out sacrifice. Or small ball in a game like this, dadgum, is what you have to have, and that gets you back to the top of the West Monroe lineup. This is Parker Burford, who lifts that one out into right center field. Is going to have nobody's going to get it. That's going to drop, sliding into second, and that is going to be a RBI double that ties things up here. Switch places with it. Burford puts a charge into that one, and she's now 1 for 2, and Costello will step in. Costello takes strike 1. Ball on a strike now to Costello. The catcher for West Monroe stands in, hitting out of the 2 spot. Evie West would be next. That one lifted high and foul and deep and out of play. Ground ball over towards first. Had to knock it down. Is going to come up and get the out is Impostado. And I don't know if she kept it in front of her or it kept it in front of her, but it banged off of her pretty good. But she does gather herself and make the play. Good work down at first base. It does move the runner over to third base here, but there are 2 down in this one. West Monroe needing to put something together here. And Evie West, dangerous. Evie can turn one around in a hurry. That one down the line and foul out near the ticket booth. And there you see the sophomore slugger and pitcher for West Monroe. Burford, the runner, over at third. She got moved over on that last ground out. Nevels rocks back and fires this one down low, but Chapelle does a good job to hang on to it. And it's a ball and a strike to Evie. Evie with her toes up on the line about as far as they can go because she's seen that Nevels likes to work away, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. And look, when you're a hitter like Evie West, you can get close to the plate because you can turn on an inside fastball. That one is away. That one is deep and back and caught out there in center field. My goodness. Grabbed that one. The wind had it, but tremendous work by Taylor Allen out in center field to keep it right there at a 1-1 ball game. Evie West gave it a ride, but that'll do it for the 3rd inning. We move to the top of the 4th when we come back. And we're back here, and Liv Nevels will lead things off. Nevels, Schmidt, and Hammer, and that one is smoked foul for strike 1. These two pitchers really not settling in, but jumped in with command in this one, and they have been solid from the get-go here. That one pulled towards third and between West at third and Burford and Massey over there at third. Between her and Ava West, that was a seeing eye single, and that's going to be a leadoff base hit for Liv Nevels. They'll get a runner in for Nevels as a courtesy to the pitcher. And we'll see who that is momentarily. So Nevels with a base hit, and then she will come out. And Schmidt will step in now. Right up the middle, but Evie pulls that one down. It goes to Ava at second across the diamond, not in time, but a good-looking play. West to West and over to first. So Schmidt reaches on a fielder's choice, and Bailey Hammer will step in, 1 out in this one. Evie rocks back and delivers this one as a ground ball towards third, but going to just coast foul. That turf, it was going to roll true. There wouldn't be anything to it, and that's strike 1. That one lifted high and fouling over towards the other field, and the gentleman on his phone. And Hammer quickly down 0-2. And this is where Evie can throw about whatever she wants to pitch. That ground ball is one she's going to field herself and tags out Hammer. And that was a correct play for you there. No need to throw it when she's right beside you. And West taking care of business on her own. That's the last couple of plays she's made herself. The runner does get down to second base, but now there are 2 outs in this one. Back-to-back plays made out of the circle, and Martinez now will step in. That one bounces around, but Costello does a great job behind the dish to grab that. Keep it from going anywhere. It would have advanced the runner down, but Costello shut that down pretty quick. 1-1. You see it on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. Chapelle got theirs in the first. West Monroe picked theirs up in the third. And that's a good-looking strike in there from West. Ball and 2 strikes now. That one ground over towards Massey at third, but does go foul. It's a very solid, fundamentally strong West Monroe defense. Both of these defenses have played very well tonight. The one from Chapelle has been so solid on the infield, too. That one bounces around, and that's why. Well, that was a swinging strike there that bounced and got away from the pitcher, and that allows Martinez to get down to first in the same time. And you couldn't make the throw to first because that would have sent Schmidt in home from third. So you got runners at the corners now. And West fires this one, finds the outer half for strike 1. And that gets Robin back to the plate. Swings through that one, and Evie way ahead, 0-2. West will rock back, fire this one. Down on strike she goes, and that will do it for the Chips in the top half of the fourth. We'll take a look at it one more time. Look at West just rock back now and deliver this one. You see the slow-mo wind up the swing, and down on strike she goes. That'll get us to the break. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Quitman Softball Tournament brought to you by DHT Services right here on 446 Sports. Ava West, Chisholm, and Massey due up. All three are 0 for 1. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup due up for Coach West and the West Monroe Lady Rebels. Shortstop Ava West will stand in. Neville's back out for her 4th inning of work here. Misses off the plate, ball 1. That one just over the head, a little cue ball hit there right over the head of Impostado. Take a look back at it again as Ava steps in, and you'll see her just go where the pitch was pitched right over the head of Impostado there, and that is a leadoff base hit for the shortstop from West Monroe. And that will get Chisholm to the plate, rather. The bunt is laid down, fired across, but all the way into third. Nobody there. Safe at third. Had to catch and tag and was unable to do so. And tremendous work there. See if we caught. Yeah, you'll see the throw now come all the way across. Watch the tag. Nearly made a tough slide, but able to get all the way around on that. And one out, runner now at third. But good work by Massey to get that one there. Chisholm to get that down, and now Massey will stand in. West Monroe looking to break this tie. Good looking pitch in there for a strike. Kind of curves right over the heart of the plate. Massey was backing up just a bit. Nevels will look in. That bunt is out in front of the plate. Going to have a tag at home. They're calling a dead ball, and that could actually work in West Monroe's favor. They're saying a dead ball, that the bat went out in front of the plate and hit it, and that's going to be an out there. But I don't know if you argue this one, because if it's not that call, then they had the out at home. There was good work behind the plate by Chapelle. Needless to say, the runner stays at third. The batter is out on that one. And you saw him call that one right away. We'll get a look at it here momentarily, but there are two down. And this is Pate that stands in. Brooklyn Pate with two down in the fourth. Right back up the middle it goes, and that is a RBI base hit. Good piece of hitting, and you'll watch it go right up the middle. And that breaks the tie. It is now 2-1. West Monroe leads this. So a quick one-pitch base hit RBI there, 2-1. West Monroe leads this. Careful, it switched on its own. There you go. That one up and out of the zone as well. Ground ball over to second base. They'll go to first in time. And that will retire the side, but not before a run comes across in this one. West Monroe leads it 2-1. We head to the fifth after this. Take a look at that ground ball once again. That was that RBI single that gets us to that 2-1 lead. Back we go here. Abby Capella, the 9-hole hitting catcher for Coach O'Brien, stands in. She'll try to get something going here. Takes that one on the outer half of the plate. 9-1-2 due up for the Chips. That one off the plate and away. 2 balls and a strike. Certainly want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. If you are watching along, and that little check swing number back to, you see Evie move well across the diamond. She goes for the out, and that is 1 up and 1 down. And back to the top of the lineup, and Taylor Allen. Taylor Allen will step in. That one misses down low to Allen. Allen on the day has a couple of base hits. She's 2 for 2 with a run scored. Evie hits that outside corner, and it's a ball and a strike. We play in the top of the 5th in this one. Has been a tremendous pitcher's duel. Pulled off on that one, pulled the string on it, out to right field it goes. And that is going to be out number 2, quickly 2 up and 2 down. And that'll get Cam DiMaggio in. Cam has reached base once on a walk, is 0 for 1 on the day. Make it 0 for 2, ground ball over to third now. Across the diamond, and that will do it. So good looking work there. And we'll let that take us to the break. Across the diamond she goes. Half a step. That will do it. We move to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1. West Monroe leads this one when we come back. Back to work we go here in the bottom of the 5th. Leading things off for West Monroe. Let's get up to where they are. Is Norrell, and it'll be back to Burford and Costello at the top of the lineup. Bottom 5 we go. Home standing West Monroe Lady Rebels by way of the coin toss. Here, 9-1-2 due up against Neville's. Leah Frogs fires that one down low and misses 2 balls and a strike. Again, we told you 9-1-2 up. Full slate. I told you I'd tell you about the games that are coming up tomorrow. Let's do that. Ground ball over to third. Fires across, and that good looking out there. Once that ground ball get picked up here across the diamond, they go. Half a step. Well, whoever made the bases the way they did in baseball and softball were spot on with things. Good look at it again and out. and that will get us back to the top of the order. Let's see. That one over in foul territory and is caught there. Tremendous looking play, and we'll take a look at that one more time. Well, we may have to back up and see a little bit more of that one. But quickly, there are 2 outs. That one lifted over towards first, and Impostato's got it there, and that is a very, very quick inning for Liv Nevels. Didn't really even get anything done. We're through 5 in this one. West Monroe leads it 2-1 when we come back. Back to work we go. In that first game, the 9 o'clock game, we've got West Ouachita and Ponchatoula. The 11 o'clock game sees Hahnville and Calvary Baptist. Calvary with a 5-run 6th inning tonight beats Pineville 7-2. Lauren Civils with a couple of home runs. Baylor Bachhaus hits number 17 on the season for, my goodness. Then the 1 o'clock game sees Quitman and St. Fred. We'll get to see Coach Donnie Wallace and that group come in. Addie Clampett, a really good one. And, of course, Avery Hauser, the ULM commit. We will see her. She's our signee, the signee. Then we'll see these Chips back at 3 o'clock against Calvary. Should be a pretty good one there. Chapelle will stay on the field after that, and they'll face this Quitman team. And then Gina and Darbone Woods are the nightcap. So we've got a pretty good slate for you tomorrow. All you got to do is tune in here. It doesn't cost you anything to watch it. It's free, and we just love to have you follow what we do. We picked up a lot of folks today as we surged to 17,000. That one smoked over there towards third base, and that is going to be a leadoff base hit to get things going for the Chips. Burford, or correction, that was Impastato that has that. So Mia Impastato continues her big hitting ways. Had a great defensive half of the inning. And finds herself over there at first. And that will get Liv Nevels to the plate. Nevels trying to help herself out. This is how they manufactured one back early on. That one, outer half, is taken for strike one. Running out of time here. You got the top of the lineup up in this one in the 6th inning. Coach O'Brien and company need to make the most of it here. That one pushed back into the fence, and nothing in 2. Nevels 1 for 2 with an RBI. Got herself the lead early in this one. She'll need to do it against Evie West again. Evie West has been solid since that first inning and was solid in the first, too. Only gave up the 1 hit. But the Chips manufactured one. You knew this was going to be a low-scoring game. Nevels and West throwing. That one is dinked over the right side. Catch is going to be made, and diving back into first is Impastato. She'll be back safely but close. And that is an good play out in right field by Pate. Pate able to pull that one down for out number 1. And that will get Schmidt to the lineup. Schmidt 0 for 2 on the day. Up and out of the zone Evie having herself a pretty good day. Both these pitchers are Evie, 5 1/3. She's only thrown 70 pitches, 1 earned run on the day, 3 strikeouts, has scattered 4 hits. That one down the line, good piece of inside out hitting by Schmidt, but it goes foul, and it's a ball and a strike. You look at her counterpart, Liv Nevels. Liv's only thrown 51 pitches through 5 innings in this one. She's given up 2 earned runs, 4 hits, and 1 strikeout. And that's why she's down low in the pitch count, is because she's been getting a lot of ground ball quick outs. That one in there for strike 2. And Evie really working hard out there in the circle. West fires this one in. Check swing, but nothing doing. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one lifted high and foul and out of play. It's going to be over there in the long grass. And that'll keep the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-1 West Monroe leads this one. Nevels and West locked in a duel. There's the 2-2. It's hammered straight away center field. Way back, and that one is gone. Goodness gracious, good piece of hitting there, and that is a 2-run home run. We'll back that one up and let you watch a little bit more of it. But that was just really hit hard. And it is 3-2. That one missed. We may have to get back to it following the next. Clear that away. Nobody on, and that is a 2-run blast. Schmidt got a hold of one of those and put it over center field. And they're going to come out and talk about this just a little bit. We'll see where we are on this one. You don't have our scrubber. I'll work on getting that back for tomorrow, but that one taken up and out of there. Pitching change out here. The Tire Discount Center pitching change. That'll give us an opportunity to get back to one here and see if we can find that home run for you. Kelsey Schmidt, and she's pointing it out. We've got it just about pulled up for you here. Let's go and take a look at it and see if we can get this one again for you yet, or we may have still been too far away. While the pitching change is going on, we'll let you watch a little bit of it. I guess if I'd speed things up, that would probably help too, wouldn't it? Appreciate you hanging around there with me. That one fouled off, so it was the next pitch that she hits. But we're back to live action we go. An updated pitching change, and let's get that for you too. That is Ava West, who has made the move over from center field, and the chips just keep on coming. That one fouled straight back. So hammer singles on that ground ball right off Ava West's entry into this one. It is 3-2. Chapelle leads this one. Top of the 6th. Boy, and we told you they needed to take care of something here in the middle of the order, and they did just that. And Neville's has done a good job of hanging around and keeping the chips close in this one, just allowed the 2 to West Monroe. That one low and out of the zone, a ball and a strike. Dead ball gets her, and that'll get her down to first base as well. First and second. Now Martinez is there. So Ava has given up the single when she came in and then walked a batter there. Runners at first and second now. That one out into the gap there, and that one's going to drop as well. 1 run is in. They get the ball back in, and it is thrown up the line and back to the fence. This could be a play at home. Going to be out there at home. Ring it up there. But the damage was done. You'll see the play here. Yeah, well in advance. Runner gets all the way to third base. 1 run comes across to score. And it's 4-2 now. 3-run inning. Oh, that's a good-looking changeup from Ava. Drops in there for strike 1. Robin is there at bat. Capella would be next. Correction, I think that's Robin that hit that one. Yeah, Capella is in there now. And so they will call out at home for a caught stealing on the courtesy runner there. Ground ball by Capella back towards the West Monroe dugout. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Well, what a big 3-run inning, too, and what time to have it. West Monroe has a couple of shots let it. They've got 6 outs in this, too. Neville's has kept it with just the 2 runs. Swung on and missed, and good-looking pitch by Ava West, and that will retire the side, and that'll do it. But not before 3 big runs are picked up, narrowly avoiding another one there as that out was made at the plate, and we'll let that take us to the break. We'll be back, bottom of the 6th, when we come back. Evie, Ava, and Chisholm, due up here in the bottom of the 6th. They will face Liv Nevels, who is back out there for her 6th inning of work. Nevels has been very efficient. 51 pitches on the night, and we move to the 6th, averaging just a fraction over 10 pitches an inning. Not a power strikeout pitcher is Nevels. She's been able to get some ground balls, and look, this infield of Chapelle is very, very, very good. They are fundamentally sound. Over at third base has been making a lot of plays as Roban Impostado saved something there. So Roban, DiMaggio, Hammer, and Impostado there. Martinez, Allen, and Schmidt in the outfield. Capella and Nevels the battery for Chapelle here. And we move on to the bottom of the 6th, ball 1. Nevels rocks back. Righty throws this one off the plate. And it's there for strike 1. Good spin on that one, and look, I'm telling you, Nevels is spinning the ball left and right and having great success here. West Monroe, we talked about Chapelle in the heart of their lineup. This is it for West Monroe. That one lifted high, that one lifted back, and that one is gone. Evie West, we told you she could change it in a hurry, and does right there. Evie will come across to score, and that is a 4-3 ball game. Let's take a look at the hit again and watch the excitement afterwards by Evie. She knows about it. Like she had a little point there going on. She knew right away that that one was launched, and it is 4-3 now in this one. We told you, heart of the lineup. That's in fact what it is. Evie West gets them within a run, 4-3, bottom of the 6th. And now this is the junior Georgia commit. Line drive into center field is going to drop for a base hit. That bunt is pushed back and foul, and Chisholm there. Fouls that one back. Strike 1, trying to advance the runner over. So Evie West with a home run. Oh, and there's a bunt back as well to the fence. 0-2 now. Single by Ava West. And that's where you're at now. Chisholm at the plate and has fouled a couple of them back, not getting the bunt down, and that'll drive you crazy as a coach. Swung on and missed, and that's a Sabine State Bank strikeout. Out number 1. So Chisholm down on strikes. Just the second one, and Massey set to go. Massey 0 for 2 on the night. Time is called there as I think Capella trying to get the sign that they want in, the pitch called correctly. And that'll get 4-3. Tight one here at JPRD, Jackson Parish Recreation Department. That one off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Folks in green wanted that one. Those from just up the road in West Monroe didn't, and it's 2-0. 1 down, bottom of the 6th we play. That one off the plate as well. 3 balls and no strikes. Massey has not reached base tonight. And she does now via the base on balls, and that'll put runners at first and second for Brooklyn Pate. Pate now does have she's got a 1-for-2 night, and an RBI has struck out once, but was responsible for that first run, and they're going to come out and visit with Nevels, and we'll see what's going on here. Let's take a look back one more time at that home run a little bit earlier from Evie. Trying to set up outside and wasn't able to do it. Well, just something when it jumps off the bat, you know that it's gone. Wind gusting out, but it didn't have anything to do with getting that ball out of here. It was just launched. It is very, very windy out there. We'll see if that conversation did something. That one is in there for strike one. So runners at first and second following the base hit and the walk. That one is ground and pulled back foul, and it's 0-2 quickly. So that little conversation may have helped things. Oh, and 2 to Pate. That one up and out of the zone. Ava West at second base, Massey there at first. Curveball stayed on the inside. Full count now to Pate, and Neville's about to get herself in trouble, and that was pulled down the line, gloved over there in the third base box. Again pulled over there, and again another good play at third base. They'll redo it here. Neville's not a strikeout pitcher, but could use one here. Instead, that one is hammered way back, and it's gone. That is a 3-run tank there from Brooklyn Pate. One just racing around. Let's take a look at it again. I didn't see that side of it, so we'll get that for you tonight, too. But that is a 3-run shot, 6-4 in the bottom of the 6th. And, man, that's where you want to get the runs if you are West Monroe. Get it in the bottom of the 6th and come out and let Ava West take care of business in the bottom. What a shot that was from Pate. That one also off the plate, and well, Neville's has not had a good run at it there. You come out and you get 3 runs in the top of the 6th to take the lead, and West Monroe comes back and puts up a 4 spot, and that's going to do it for Neville's as she will come out there. It is a Tire Discount Center pitching change. We'll see if we can get word on who that is. Waiting on the number for the pitching change to get to us. And that is a base on balls there, and had three ball count already. So now runner at first there, and things going from bad to worse. This is Norrell that is in there to pitch, or in there, and Martinez has come into the mound, to the circle. Martinez is there, and the one pitch gives up the walk, but that runner is still the responsibility of Neville's. Martinez rocks back and fires this one, and it is launched down the line. That one is going to go foul. Quickly take a look back at that home run a little bit earlier. Launch angle, no doubt about it. That one got out in a hurry, and that was that 3-run shot. Made it 6-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Up and off the plate, and runner's going to easily get down to second base as it bounced around, and Chapelle really had no shot at it. So Florentine will get down to second. Norrell is the batter, Norrl. Brooklyn Pate 2 for 3, 4 RBI, that big 3-run home run. Down on strikes goes Norrell, and that will be out number 2. And that will get you back to the top of the order, and Burford, who is 1 for 3. That one in there for a strike. Another long foul. Boy, this West Monroe team is launching the softball. They've been out in front of a couple of them, and they've went foul. But, I mean, they have went deeply foul over near that batting cage that's down there. Martinez set to deliver the 0-2. Spins that one. It twists back, hits the backstop that's extended around. That's the highest. That looks like a Top Golf type of backstop that's on there. It's so high. Now, we've seen the netting on them, but we've never seen a chain link one that high. But it did its purpose right there. Nothing in 2. They'll repeat. That one misses low. Shot down to second base. Nothing doing. And Florentine will get back in. Again, we will be back out here with you at 9 a.m. We'll have a hoodie. Be a little more bundled up than tonight. Thankfully, we don't have to sit out in that airishness. And when we got here at 1 o'clock, we were talking about, boy, it's going to be hot. And now you see blankets and all things up and out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big day tomorrow. We'll have Calvary a couple of times on here. Congratulations to them. They won 7-2 tonight. Lauren Civils with a couple of home runs. Baylor Bachhaus hits like number 8,000 in her career, it seems like. That one is launched way back. Center fielder's going to have it, and that will do it. But the damage was done. 4 home runs, or 4 runs that inning, 2 home runs. That will do it here in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. Time is running out for Chapelle. We'll be back right after this. Ava West back out to see if she can close the door on this one. Actually, they put Evie back in to close it out. So Evie West will make her way back out into the circle, and that one is ground. There you get a good look inside at Evie. So she pitched 5 1/3, and then Ava came in to get the final 2 outs in the 6th, and Evie back out there to get the win and the save. Actually, I think Ava was out there at the time that the lead changed, so she would be on. That one is ground over there, going to be gloved at third across the diamond. Not in time. And the Chips do their best. Chapelle doing their best work. They said when the Chips are down, here it is. Top of the 7th they play. And that is Taylor Allen continues to do work in this one. That is her 3rd hit of the night, and Cam DiMaggio will step in. Cam takes that one out of the zone for ball 1. Or you get this, because you had a good inning an inning ago, you get the top of your order up there. And anytime you can lead off, DiMaggio 0 for 2 on the day. She has a walk, though. And that one is in there for strike 1. Ball on a strike. I don't know that you have Allen stealing here. Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to have her going. That one going to be up the middle. They'll step on it there. Ava fires across the diamond, but not in time. Well, that's a good look at it. Let's take a look back here, and you'll see the ground ball up the middle. She's able to, wherewithal to get it, step on the base, and come across firing. Good work by Ava West out at shortstop, and that is a fielder's choice that will get DiMaggio on, and Mia Impastato, slugging first baseman, steps up there, and Things have gotten to the top of the 7th in the heart of the order here for Chapelle. But Evie back in there, firing away, and that one is in there for strike 1, fouled back. We feel like it's cold outside now. Evie, the 1-1 offering here, takes something off of that, and that changeup is on the outer half, and a ball and 2 strikes now to Impostado. She rocks back quickly, fires that one off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. So DiMaggio reached on a fielder's choice there. Allen forced out, 6 unassisted. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. That one taken off the plate, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That'll fill it up. Ava came in and threw 10 pitches on the night is all. Ground ball over. This could do it. Toss around, not in time, and the ball goes down, but they'll stay there. You see that ball rolling around, but nobody going anywhere. And so the second straight fielder's choice, and that's going to bring Liv Nevels up. Nevels an opportunity to help herself out here. 4-hole hitting pitcher needs to do something. That one is lifted out to center field, and that's going to wrap it up here, and West Monroe wins. They win this one on this fly ball out to center field. You see it lock things up, and that will do it for tonight's ball game. Our LV5K player of the game, 2 for 3 night, Brooklyn Pate with the home run and 4 RBI, and they'll go and say their prayer here, but that will wrap it up for us. We'll see.